Troubling new headlines on the coronavirus here in the U.S. New cases heading in the wrong direction at an alarming rate. Cases now on the rise in at least 45 states. The Delta variant, of course, driving much of this. Moments ago in California, in L.A. County, where cases and hospitalizations are rising significantly, they have just revealed they will reimpose the mask mandate indoors, even if you're vaccinated. And the dire warning just today from the nation's Surgeon General about what he called the urgent threat of health misinformation, myths and untruths about the vaccines. He says putting American lives at risk. The Surgeon General, Dr. Vivek Murthy, saying false information on social media and elsewhere is sowing mistrust about vaccines, slowing down the rate of vaccinations. And in places where there are high numbers of unvaccinated, we are seeing cases spike. Across the country, COVID cases have now doubled in just the last 3 weeks, and hospitals say their COVID patients are younger, sicker, and nearly all of them unvaccinated. The concern growing for children younger than 12 who aren't yet eligible for vaccines. Tonight in Utah, for one, they're investigating cases linked to 10 different summer camps in just 1 week. Here in New York City tonight, this evening's Yankees game against the Red Sox has now been postponed after news on the virus and 2 pitchers. And of course, that news from California moments ago, L.A. County saying they will return to that mask mandate indoors because of the numbers they're seeing there. 184 million Americans have now received at least 1 dose of the vaccine. That's about 65% of people 12 years and older. But authorities are concerned that that is still not enough to stop this Delta variant from spreading and quickly. ABC's Whit Johnson leading us off tonight.
Tonight, the spike in new coronavirus cases across much of this country, fueled by the Delta variant. The CDC says cases are on the rise in at least 45 states. The U.S. back to an average of 1,000 new cases reported every hour. Late today, the mask mandate returning for Los Angeles County. And all of this comes as the new Surgeon General issues his first official advisory, calling misinformation surrounding the pandemic and vaccines an urgent threat in the fight against COVID.
Today, we live in a world where misinformation poses an imminent and insidious threat to our nation's health.
The nation's Dr. Vivek Murthy saying 2/3 of people who are not vaccinated believe common myths about vaccines. He's now calling on social media companies and politicians to take more responsibility.
Every one of us has the power and the responsibility to make a difference in this fight. Lives are depending on it.
This as the nation grapples with the surging Delta variant, now considered more contagious than the previous known variants. Overnight, encouraging news on the one-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine. New peer-reviewed data shows the J&J shot may provide a strong immune response at least 8 months after immunization and may also offer good protection against the Delta variant. It's also been shown that 2 shots of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines may also be effective against the variant. But tonight, with the pace of new vaccinations now at a crawl, COVID cases in the U.S. doubling in just 3 weeks. In Tennessee, only 38% of residents are fully vaccinated.
It's sadness, it's frustration, it's fear.
The state's now former vaccine chief, Dr. Michelle Fiskus, claims she was fired after trying to get the word out about teens and vaccines, saying she sent out a memo alerting vaccine providers about a law that allows some teens to get the COVID shot without their parents' permission. Fiskus says state officials then halted outreach on all childhood vaccines, not just the coronavirus.
They are listening to the whispers and the disinformation from the anti-vaccine contingent and repeating Facebook memes.
Tonight, in a statement, the Tennessee Health Department saying while it had not stopped childhood immunizations, it was mindful of hesitancy and the intense national conversation around vaccines. And underscoring the risk facing young people who are unvaccinated, tonight in Utah, health officials are investigating cases linked to 10 different summer camps in just 1 week. How worried are you about the start of the school year just weeks away?
With the Delta variant coming on, there is some worry about when school starts and how this will shape up.
And tonight, the NFL Network's Rich Eisen trying to get the word out to get your vaccine. Sharing on Instagram he has tested positive despite being fully vaccinated, saying doctors have told him it could have been much worse without the vaccines. Adding, every healthcare professional I've come across in the last few days tell me the 2 shots of Pfizer I got in February are what's keeping a 52-year-old like me from a far worse experience than the awful one I'm having. So be careful if you're vaccinated, and if you're not vaccinated, don't wait another second.
Whit Johnson with us live tonight here in New York, and Whit, from LA County with this mask mandate to Utah to Tennessee there in your report to New York City this evening. News on the virus in the Yankees-Red Sox game.
David, a number of trends moving in the wrong direction. Major League Baseball making that announcement late today that tonight's game between the Red Sox and Yankees will be postponed after 3 pitchers tested positive. This is just the 8th game so far this year to be postponed due to COVID, but the first since mid-April. David?
All right, Whit Johnson leading us off tonight. Whit, thank you.